denies it entered Russian territory. CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb on Putin's potential next move.
There has been a lot of talk about what could trigger this war, what could trigger this invasion, and more importantly, what Vladimir Putin is waiting for. Some have suggested it's the weather, that he wants the ground to freeze before crossing over with his tanks and heavy weaponry. I was just up in the north, in the northern border area between Belarus and Ukraine. It is very mild there. It doesn't seem as if the land is going to freeze, or more importantly, if that really is even the calculus.
The FDA is delaying approval of Pfizer's COVID vaccine for young children. FDA vaccine chief Dr. Peter Marks explains why.
The data that we saw made us realize that we needed to see data from a third dose as in the ongoing trial in order to make a determination that we could proceed with doing an authorization.
A protest continues for a sixth day at the Ambassador Bridge linking Windsor, Canada and Detroit, blocking traffic from flowing. That's despite a court order to end the demonstration over COVID-19 restrictions. This man is taking part.
This is an insurrection or terrorism. This is grassroots people with their children and their grandparents and parents coming together and saying, hey, my rights and my freedoms are being infringed and denied here.
The Super Bowl kicks off tomorrow in Los Angeles with plenty of COVID restrictions. Carter Evans reports.
All the excitement inside the stadium may have to wait for the more than 70,000 fans who first have to prove they're vaccinated or COVID negative.
We're following the county guidelines, which are two-shot vaccination or negative tests. We will have some testing available on site, though.
As a last resort before you turn someone away.
That is the last resort, correct.
This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy at 800-711-6818 for as little as only $119 for 90 pills. Need your package in a hurry? Call 800-711-6818 and ask about our express shipping option, and we'll rush your order to you as soon as possible. Save money on this little blue or yellow pill you've been wanting to try. Again, 800-711-6818 now. That's 800-711-6818.
Bananas in Australia are getting yummier. Scott Mayman explains why.
Panama disease is a soil-based fungus impacting banana trees around the world and can't be eradicated. But an Australian research team's looking at editing the genes of various banana plants to make them less susceptible. The bananas have become tastier.
We actually go down to a single banana cell and then tweak the genes in that cell and then grow a complete banana back from that.
Lead researcher Professor James Dale, who says the project is complex and time-consuming.
We're looking at around about a 5-year project.
Scott Mayman for CBS News, Brisbane, Australia.
New research shows traffic deaths went down in Utah after the state enacted strict new drunken driving laws. The measures are the strictest in the nation, lowering the drunk driving limit from 0.08 to 0.05%. A 0.05 drunk driving limit means a 150-pound man would be over the limit after drinking 2 beers. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
This is KNX News 97.1 FM. Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station. Good afternoon, I'm Bob Brill. Our top local stories at 3:05. Walking around SoFi Stadium the day before the game, and federal, state, and local agencies are combining to provide Super Bowl security. Those stories in the next 90 seconds. But first, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s with Rick Smith.
Well, now we got troubles on the northbound side of that 405 in Sherman Oaks. It's right before the 101. 3-vehicle wreck in the carpool and the fast lane, slowing traffic from Mulholland. On the southbound side before Burbank Boulevard, motorcycle wreck on the right shoulder there. The fire department taking up the right lane. You're slow from Sherman Way. That stays slow off and on all the way to about La Tierra. In Torrance, 405 north before Artesia. Earlier wreck made it to the right shoulder. Still seeing some slow traffic coming away from Alameda. In Long Beach, Sigler continues 710 north right before the 91. A big rig crash kicking out the 4 right lanes there. You're going to be slow from just before Del Lama. You can take Atlantic to get around that. In Costa Mesa, the 55 south past the 405. A wreck there has the middle lane blocked. That's backing up before you get to Dyer Road. 5 north at the 57 in the city of Orange. That's where we've got a motorcycle crash in the carpool, and you're going to be jammed from about 4th Street. Baldwin Park, it's a SIG alert for the 605 North Connector, the 10 West police activity going on there. That's slow from Valley Boulevard, and then the 10 East from Baldwin Park Boulevard to Pacific. The 3 right lanes are closed for Caltrans work. You're going to be slow from just before Peck Road. Next report at 3:15 with more reports more often in the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
Heat advisory lasted until about 6 o'clock on Super Bowl Sunday. Sunny and clear. Warm temperatures today. We are into the 90s in some spots. Got some gusty winds up to about 30 miles an hour. Tomorrow, slightly cooler by about 5 degrees. So beach highs today in the 80s, mid-80s in the Basin Valleys, right around 90. Orange County coastal communities in the 80s, upper 80s inland. And again, tomorrow we'll have, after the overnight lows in the 50s and 60s degrees, about 5 degrees cooler than today. Currently, Studio City at 88 degrees, Inglewood at 87, Santa Monica at 82, and in Irvine, it's 90 degrees at 307, 5-day forecast at 3:15. Some excited Super Bowl fans just can't wait till tomorrow, so they're walking around the perimeter of SoFi today.
Well, they can't go onto the property yet. Across the street, I met DeBron Bird, who got tickets for the big game for her birthday. What are you doing out here today? It's a day early.
Well, I've been shopping for 2 days in a row at Snoop Dogg, so now I'm hot. So,
it is hot out here.
Yeah, so I'm going to get me something to drink, and then we're going to go shopping some more. Then we're going to go to the experience tonight at about 7.
Carlos has tickets. He's been a Rams fan since the 70s.
I live right down the street. I'm going to go visit my dad at the cemetery, which is across the street. You know, have a blessing with him. Let him be ready for all the loud noise tomorrow.
Was he a Rams fan?
My dad, yeah.
I spotted a few Bengals fans walking the perimeter of the stadium, but the majority wearing LA Rams blue and yellow. Reporting from Inglewood, Emily Valdez, KNX News 97.1 FM.
At last word, SoFi Stadium not sold out yet for the game, and there were still some tickets available through StubHub. But even seats way up in the nosebleed section cost about $3,000. Anybody who wants to sit closer is going to have to pay a whole lot more than that. And right now we're talking $14,000 plus per seat. One fan tells CBS 2 he actually thought he'd found a relative bargain when he was checking around online. Then he realized, too good to be true. Probably couldn't afford it anyway.
The cheapest thing that I found was like $1,000 for like way up in the top. Yeah, maybe they were fake.
By the way, all legitimate Super Bowl tickets are only being sold digitally this year. They're transferred to you on your phone or your computer. So if anybody offers to sell a paper ticket, you know it's definitely bad. Local law enforcement officers getting a lot of help from federal security agents in trying to keep the LA area safe this Super Bowl weekend, and they're also counting on the skills of some non-human experts to add an extra level of protection. CBS 2's Leslie Marine says those helpers are a bunch of bomb-sniffing dogs that have been brought in by members of the special team from the TSA.
They may be cute, but they definitely mean business. The TSA will deploy 30 K-9 teams that will patrol the airport in places like SoFi Stadium.
TSA agent who works with the dogs says they're really pretty amazing how effective they are at smelling out potential bombs.
Every one of these dogs is highly trained, highly skilled, explosive detective canines.
Members of the TSA unit called the Viper Team will also be patrolling LA, the area of transit stations, transportation sites to make sure security is safe during and after and before the Super Bowl. Most of LA County's COVID-19 numbers looking pretty good right now. Virus-related hospitalizations falling to just over 2,200 during the latest reporting period. Number stays in that range or even goes lower over the next few days. The county could lift its outdoor mask mandate as soon as Wednesday. 311, we'll check traffic for you in 4 minutes. Crash in Sherman Oaks on the 405 North.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com for details.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with AutoPay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Donate your car today with 1-877 Cars for Kids. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights. Also on the web at carsforkids.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, I'm Andrew Krasny from the BNP Paribas Open. Every spring, the Indian Wells Tennis Garden just outside of Palm Springs hosts one of the most prestigious tournaments in tennis. World-class dining, world-class resorts, and world-class tennis create the ultimate tennis experience. Next March, the desert will be in full bloom, and it is breathtaking. Get your tickets at tennisparadise.com or by calling 1-800-999-1585. I'll see you in Tennis Paradise.
At Camp Galileo, we believe in fun that becomes fulfillment, a journey where every challenge is rewarding and every reward a reason for the next journey. We believe in community because 2 heads are better than 1, and joy is contagious when someone's there to catch it. At Camp Galileo, we believe in fun. Sign up at galileo-camps.com for an unforgettable summer.
When your hospice-eligible patients need the highest level of care to manage aggressive symptoms, contact Vitas Healthcare. At Vitas, our hospice experts address disease exacerbations for advanced illness patients in their preferred setting of care and keep them out of the hospital. For more information on how Vitas can help you and your hospice-eligible patients or residents, go to vitas.com/advantage.
Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. With Angie, you could cross your next project off your to-do list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, and we'll handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. Or browse reviews, compare quotes from pros, and connect instantly, all for free. For everything from routine maintenance to a dream remodel. Because however you want your project done, we'll get it done. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel wants to see you in a brand new ride or with thousands in cash on us. Join us every Thursday in February for a chance to win a 2022 Mercedes-Benz S580 or up to $100,000. Earn entries all month long by using your club's.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com for details.
Check your money. Some football fans already headed to Inglewood just to check out SoFi Stadium a day ahead of the big game. I'm Emily Valdez.
Those stories coming up in the next 15 minutes, but first, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Let's go to Rick Smith.
Well, we got this wreck in Sherman Oaks, 405 north before the 101. 3 vehicles in the carpool and the fast lane there. That's overall, you're going to be slow from about Century on that 405 north. The southbound side loads up at Victory and stays slow and stretches to La Tijera. Sig alert continues in Long Beach, 710 north before the 91. It's a big rig crash taking out the 4 right lanes there. You're slow from before Del Amo. You can jump on Atlantic and get around it that way. In Baldwin Park, it's a sig alert for the 605 north connector to the 10 west. That's closed for police activity. You're slowing down there before you get to Valley Boulevard. And then Caltrans is working on the 10 east from Baldwin Park Boulevard to Pacific. The 3 right lanes are closed there for Caltrans work. You're slow from Peck Road. 605 south also affected.
But in Cincinnati,
their wage growth right now is at 7.4%.
So Cincinnati has the hotter housing market. We check your money at 20 and 50 after every hour. I'm Bloomberg's Joan Doniger, KNX News 97.1 FM.
Ghost guns, trying to get rid of them, and we'll have an Olympic update coming up in about 3 minutes. It's 3:21.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com for details.
The headlines,
Top local
the in-depth coverage.
plan announced by Governor Gavin Newsom.
The Dow lost 67.
California Attorney General Rob Bonner.
At KNX News 97.1 FM, you get everything you need every time you listen.
The effort to help the homeless on that site was begun several years ago.
Tune in often throughout the day.
KNX News 97.1 FM.
Depend on us.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with AutoPay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
New to Curiosity Stream. Can nature help us beat cancer, regenerate organs, or even help us live forever?
Somewhere in that DNA could be the key.
The solution to humanity's problems.
It can regrow eyes, parts of its spinal cord, and even some areas of its brain.
Could already be in nature's playbook.
This could save millions and millions of lives.
Watch the Curiosity Original Series Evolve, only on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are just $20. That's $1.67 a month. Sign up at curiositystream.com.
It's 3:23. LA County's district attorney is trying a novel approach to cut down on the number of ghost guns on the street. Ghost guns are firearms kits sold through unregulated markets with no background checks, almost entirely available online. So DA George Cascone is asking 3 major credit card companies, American Express, MasterCard, and Visa, to stop processing payments for ghost guns.
If the payment processing companies stop processing those payments, what happens is it basically impacts the core business model, and that core business model is selling this, through unregulated markets, mostly, at the click of a computer or your cell phone on the web.
Gascon tells KNX cutting off payment sources will be more effective than anything he can do on his own.
The impact that having payment processing companies stop the payment process will be much greater than anything that we can do through legislation, or certainly that we can do through arrests and prosecutions.
Since 2017, the number of ghost guns seized by the LAPD has jumped by nearly 400%. It's 3:24, time for an Olympic update.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2022 Winter Games. Here's an updated look at the medal count heading into prime time tonight. Norway has taken the lead in overall medals with 17, while Germany and Austria have 14 apiece. ROC and Canada have 13 each. Norway and Germany each have 8 gold medals, while the U.S. is now tied with the Netherlands and Sweden with 5 golds. The 5th gold for the Americans was a feel-good story last night, with Lindsey Jacobellis and Nick Baumgartner teaming up for gold in the mixed team snowboard cross. It was the 2nd gold of the games for Jacobellis, who had last won a medal way back in 2006 in Torino. For Baumgartner, it was his first career Winter Games medal, coming at age 40 in his 4th games. The closest he had come prior to last night was a 4th place finish in men's cross in Pyeongchang. With this Winter Games update, I'm Ryan Radke, Westwood One Sports.
And we'll have another Olympic update coming up for you in just about an hour at 4:24 right here on KNX News 97.1 FM. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we'll have the latest on the Super Bowl. It's happening tomorrow, and we'll have complete coverage right here on KNX News 97.1 FM. It's 3:25. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Here is Rick Smith.
Well, some good news in Sherman Oaks. They got this wreck off of the freeway on the 405 north before the 101. The carpool and fast lane have been reopened. You're still really slow on that northbound 405 overall from Century all the way up to that point. The southbound side not looking much better. That's slow in patches from Victory all the way down to La Tijera. They made some progress with the Sigillard in Long Beach. They opened up a couple of more lanes on the 710 north before the 91. The two right lanes are the only ones that are blocked there now. It's slow from before Del Amo, but it's moving a little better than before. You can always jump on Atlantic and get around it that way. Sigillard and Baldwin Park, 605 North Connector to the 10 West is closed for police activity. That's slowing down traffic from Valley Boulevard, and then the 10 East from Baldwin Park Boulevard to Pacific. The three right lanes are closed for Caltrans work. You're going to be slow from Peck Road. In the Costa Mesa, the 55 south past the 405, a wreck there in the middle lanes backing you up all the way to Dyer Road. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is your 15-minute drive-through oil change. The fastest no-touch service money can buy, and expert technicians to check your oil, battery, tires, wipers, lights, and more before any holiday weekend road trip. Stop by your nearest Valvoline Instant Oil Change. For locations and coupons, visit SoCalOilChange.com. Next report at 3:35 with more reports more often in the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
February heat advisory, kind of unusual, but it'll be there until tomorrow night about 6 o'clock. We've hit the 90s in a lot of places today, mid-80s in the basin, 80s at the beaches. Tomorrow, about the same as far as clear and clean and not so much wind, but that'll die down a little bit. Right now we're getting 15 to 25 with gusts of 30, but temperatures will be down a little bit too, by about 5 degrees before we hit a cooling trend later in the week. Beverly Hills now at 89 degrees, 87 in Chatsworth, Inglewood at 85, and currently in Santa Ana. It is 90 degrees at 3:27.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com for details.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with AutoPay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
New to Curiosity Stream.
Investing on Wall Street was much like the Wild West.
Hear the untold story.
More and more people were investing in the market.
Of the history of Wall Street.
You got caught up in a frenzy.
On the Curiosity Original, Titans, The Rise of Wall Street. Plus, Neanderthals, brutish and dim-witted, or clever and capable.
Maybe we are not as unique as we thought.
Find out on who was the real Neanderthal. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20. That's $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite sense of tranquility. Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T Fiber, internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur with words from another happy payroll customer.
My husband and I started a business together, and I had no idea where to start when it came to payroll. And a friend of mine recommended Patriot, and I have not looked back since. It was extremely user-friendly. I was actually able to understand it and run everything extremely well. And anytime I've had a question, they have been so quick to answer and help me. I definitely recommend it to anyone who is looking for a payroll software that is easy to use, user-friendly, and really offers everything that you need when it comes to something that's beneficial for your business.
Visit us at PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
This is KNX News 97.1 FM, Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station. Good afternoon, I'm Bob Brill. Our top local stories at 3:30. Football fans, mostly Rams, already checking out SoFi one day before the Super Bowl.
This man I ran into across the street from SoFi told me he got tickets a while back.
My name's Carlos Perez, born and raised in the South Bay right here in Lawndale, and I'm ecstatic. Been a Rams fan ever since I was a kid in 1974. And I'm ecstatic that we're here in our own backyard representing.
This guy was lucky enough to get a volunteer gig with the NFL for Super Bowl.
My name is Kyrie Cross. I'm from Syracuse, New York, upstate.
What are you doing out here today?
I'm about to the NFL Super Bowl. It's exciting to be out here. I'm from Syracuse. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. We've seen the Rams. Let's go Rams as far as that's concerned.
Debron Bird from San Francisco has tickets. Is this a birthday present?
My husband, yes.
That's a good husband. Super Bowl tickets for the birthday.
Yes, I kind of like him a lot right now.
Yeah, he's a keeper.
Yes.
Security is tight and parking very limited, even a day before the big game. Reporting from Inglewood, Emily Valdez, KNX News 97.1 FM.
And last word, there were actually still some tickets available for the game, but that could change quickly. So if you're interested, you'll need to keep checking through the official seller, that's StubHub. And of course, you also have to be willing to shell out a lot of money. Some ticket prices actually dropped a little in the middle of the week, but they've now climbed back up. Some fans who would love to go to the game in person tell CBS 2 that any decent seat in the stadium would be way beyond their budget.
Desirable tickets, I think, are in the $4,500 range. So, yeah, I got a pass this year.
My buddy, he showed me how much his tickets cost. It cost around $14,000 for one seat.
So like most of us, those guys will be following the game at watch parties instead, actually getting a better view on television than anybody will have in person at SoFi Stadium, although there are no real bad seats at SoFi. LA County's Director of Public Health, Dr. Barbara Ferrer, hopes everyone has fun watching tomorrow's Super Bowl, whether in person at SoFi or at a Super Bowl watch party.
We want everybody to go ahead and have a great time while you're being safe, and we think that's possible. So, if you're going to a restaurant or a bar that's in the city of LA, you'll need to be fully vaccinated. If you're going to a bar anywhere in the county of LA and you're in indoor portions, you'll also need to be fully vaccinated. If you're going to the stadium, you also need to either be fully vaccinated or show a negative test result.
Dr. Ferrer says if you're hosting or attending a Super Bowl watch party, hold it outdoors. The weather will certainly be perfect for it, and take proper precautions to protect yourself and your guests. There's already a lot of extra security in place around the LA area ahead of tomorrow's game at SoFi, and it'll get even tighter as kickoff approaches. Along with lots of police officers and sheriff's deputies who will help keep people safe, the TSA and other Homeland Security agencies will also play a big role. Among other things, the TSA has sent out a special unit, calls itself the Viper Team. A spokesman there tells CBS 2 its members have just one goal in mind.
Our job is to make sure that not only the hometown fans here in LA, but a lot of the out-of-town guests that we might see have an enjoyable, safe, and secure experience.
TSA team includes a squad of highly trained bomb-sniffing dogs focusing on security at public transit stations and LA area airports, including LAX. But many members will also be deployed at SoFi to help head off any problems there as well tomorrow. CHP and other law enforcement agencies warning against anyone getting behind the wheel after drinking too much, or maybe smoking too much pot or using other drugs while attending Super Bowl parties. CHP officers and police will be doing targeted patrols tomorrow and setting up checkpoints all over Southern California. Not a regular rider on mass transit? Well, you may want to consider it if you're heading to the game.
Save yourself the headache, save yourself the cost of driving and parking if you're going to the Super Bowl. Los Angeles Metro says a day pass this Sunday to get to SoFi Stadium, just $3.50. And that's round trip. You look at their map online, figure out where you're going to board, make sure you end up at the Hawthorne Lennox Sea Line station. From there, they'll shuttle you free to SoFi.
And we're going to have lots of extra staff out there on Sunday to help fans and also out-of-town fans navigate the metro system. The shuttle bus itself is going to run to get people there as quickly as possible.
Dave Sotero with Metro tells KNX that there are maps online for Metro's routes, metro.net, and he says you can also save time using Metro's app. Buy your passes in advance. Craig Figner, KNX News 97.1 FM.
Ukraine, the topic of a pretty long phone call, an hour phone call between Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin. Not a whole lot got decided, but they talked. More on that coming up in about 3 minutes. It's 3:35. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. Here's Rick Smith.
Got a 3-car pileup in Huntington Beach on the 405 south before Beach Boulevard. Middle lanes are blocked there, and it's pretty slammed from almost back at Westminster Boulevard. Costa Mesa 55 south past the 405. Still trying to clear a 2-car wreck from the middle lane there. You're going to be slow from Dyer Road. In Baldwin Park, a signal for the 605 North connector to the 10 West. That's closed for police activity. That'll slow you down from Valley Boulevard on the 10 East. From Baldwin Park Boulevard to Pacific, the 3 right lanes are closed. Caltrans doing some work there. That's backing up traffic before Peck Road. It's also backing up traffic onto the 605 south from about Arrow Highway. In Sherman Oaks on the 405 north before the 101. Had an earlier 3-vehicle wreck there. Everything's off of the freeway there, but it really slowed things down through the Sepulveda Pass. It kind of joined all that slowing that starts right before Century. In Burbank on the 134 East past Forest Lawn Drive, it's a 2-car wreck in the middle lane there that's slowing down you everything from about Riverside Drive. In Long Beach, Sigler continues for the 710 north before the 91. That's a big rig crash taking out the 2 right lanes. That's slow from Del Amo. Next report at 3:45 with more reports more often in the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
Heat advisory. It's going to be around for a while until 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Temperatures today into the 90s. Should be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, about 5 degrees cooler or so than we have today. Still going to have a little wind. Right now, 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to 30, and the overnight lows in the 50s and 60s. At the moment, Huntington Beach at 78. In Norwalk, it's 88 degrees. Arcadia at 90 degrees and 87 degrees in Encino at 337. 5-day forecast at 345.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com for details.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with AutoPay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
It's 3:39. Tensions continue to escalate as Russia appears poised to invade Ukraine. Reporter Stephen Portnoy says the U.S. continues to pursue diplomatic solutions to the conflict.
The president's call with Vladimir Putin lasted roughly an hour. An aide says as professional and substantive as it was, it resulted in no fundamental change in the dynamic. A White House statement says Mr. Biden warned Putin that an invasion would lead to widespread human suffering and diminish Russia's standing. Even as sources say, intelligence indicates Putin has told his troops to be ready by Wednesday. Publicly, the U.S. says Russia's intentions still remain unclear.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is speaking about what he calls panic surrounding the situation. He spoke to reporters after overseeing military drills earlier in the day.
The best friend for enemies, that is panic in our country. And all this information that helps only for panic doesn't help us.
Zelensky trying to keep people from fleeing Ukraine and drawing their money out of the banks as they flee. Anti-vaccine demonstrations have been taking place in the Canadian capital of Ottawa for days. Mayor Jim Watson declared a state of emergency last week after the arrival of thousands of protesters. Their numbers have since dwindled, but hundreds of trucks remain parked in front of Parliament buildings. Catherine Porter is the Toronto bureau chief for the New York Times.
You can find intersections blocked off with trucks, people dancing in the middle, like DJ booths set up. There are thousands of people walking around. There's a grand stage now with people singing and chanting, people carrying signs, and signs have been attached all along the fences of the Parliament.
Police in Ottawa are calling the protest an unlawful occupation. They say they're waiting for reinforcements before trying to end it. A judge has cleared the way for New York City to fire thousands of employees who refused to follow a requirement for them to be evacuated. New York City officials say although they're not sure how many employees will get fired, they expect them to total fewer than 4,000. It's 3:41 at KNX News 97.1 FM. We have a crash in Huntington Beach on the 405 South. We'll update you on that in 4 minutes. We check traffic at 3:45.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com for details.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with AutoPay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite sense of tranquility. Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T Fiber. Internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Whether you're a seasoned investor like me or new to the game, it's time to sit down, roll up your sleeves, and find out new ways of making money. Subscribe to WBBM's new podcast, Gains with Andy Gersher, where I talk to experts from all over the country to get fresh perspectives on meme stocks, cryptocurrencies, AI, and so much more. Subscribe to Gains with Andy Gersher on the Odyssey app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I think it's a super idea to get bowled over by going to Morongo to watch the big game. And now, the top 5 reasons to visit Morongo. Number 5.
Game day stay. Get a room and 2 tickets to the Big Game Blitz for one low price. Call 888-MORONGO.
Number 4.
Big Game Blitz. Watch the big game on big screens in the ballroom. Food, drinks, and giveaways included. Get tickets now.
3.
Big Game Blowout. For every touchdown, fumble, field goal, sack, or interception, a rewards member will win up to $1,000 cash.
And the number 2.
Because you can't watch the big game on a small screen. No need to. We've got hundreds of big screens everywhere.
And the number 1 reason.
The big game is this weekend, and Morongo has big games for you to play, big prizes for you to win, and of course, big screens for you to watch.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo. Good times.
From Irvine to Santa Clarita, from Anaheim to Sherman Oaks.
The news has never been clearer.
KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Depend on us.
3:45, and I'm Bob Brill. Stories coming up on KNX News, 97.1 FM.
I'm Margaret Carrero with what some of the headliners for the Super Bowl halftime show are saying before their big performance.
Wireless companies roll out home internet service. That story coming up in 5 minutes when Bloomberg checks your money.
President Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin talked by phone for more than an hour about Ukraine. Those stories coming up in the next 15 minutes. But first, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Brought to you by the Irvine Auto Center. Let's check in with Rick Smith.
Well, you got a wreck in Burbank, 134 East past Forest Lawn Drive. The middle lane is blocked with a 2-car smash up. That's going to slow you down from Riverside Drive. Long playing Sigillard in Long Beach, 710 north before the 91. It's a big rig crash. They're trying to get all the mess cleaned up there. The 2 right lanes are blocked, and that's slowing you down from before Del Amo. You might want to just take Atlantic to get around that one. In Baldwin Park, it's a Sigillard for the 605 north connector to 10 west. That's going to be closed for police activity. You're slowing down at Valley Boulevard, and then on the 10 east from Baldwin Park Boulevard to Pacific, Caltrans taking away the 2 right lanes there. That slows before Peck Road. It's also slowing traffic on the 605 south from Arrow Highway. In Huntington Beach on the 405 south before Beach Boulevard, 3-car pileup in the middle lanes is backing you up from Westminster Boulevard. Stop searching and start driving during Irvine Auto Center's President's Day event. You'll find special financing and low payment programs all in one place at the Irvine Auto Center. Turn the search into drive where the 5 meets the 405 at Lake Forest Drive. Next report at 3:55 with more reports more often in the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
Warm and dry conditions continue today with gusty Santa Ana winds. A rare February heat advisory is in effect through tomorrow. Look for plenty of sunshine today with highs well above average. Afternoon temperatures will top out in the low 80s along the coast, upper 80s across the valleys and Inland Empire, upper 70s in the high desert with mid-60s in the mountains. All eyes are on Super Bowl Sunday. Temperatures for kickoff will be in the 80s, but big changes are in store. Temperatures drop into the 60s with a chance of light rain on Tuesday. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecasts, I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Alex Biston for KNX News 97.1 FM.
70 degrees in Long Beach, 79 in Huntington Beach, El Monte at 90, and 86 in Reseda. It's 3:47. Powerhouse lineup of hip-hop stars will take the stage tomorrow for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Dr. Dre says he's been manifesting this moment since the beginning of the season.
I'm meditating on it, and I'm like, okay, it would be perfect if we are in the Super Bowl performing at halftime and the Rams are in the game as well.
He'll be joined by Snoop Dogg, who says this is a great moment to have the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl and for the game to be played in Inglewood at SoFi Stadium.
And that we had an opportunity to perform on stage. This is a blessing because the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event in the world, and hip-hop is the biggest form of music in the world.
Mary J. Blige had this to say when Dre said he got goosebumps watching her rehearse her set.
That's amazing. That's a blessing to have Dre get goosebumps.
They will be bringing it on Sunday along with Eminem and Kendrick Lamar. In downtown L.A., Margaret Carrero, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
In the run-up to the Super Bowl, Rams All-Star Aaron Donald says he is less stressed being able to train from home with family supporting him nearby. Says he doesn't feel the pressure to meet fans' expectations.
It's just like getting ready for any other week, just like any other Sunday, you know. So it just happened to be a Super Bowl and the biggest game of our lives, but it's still football at the end of the day. One last game to, let everything hang out and find a way to, come away to win, because, whoever wins this game is going to be a world champion.
Donald credits his teammates on the defensive line, namely Greg Gaines and Leonard Floyd, for giving him the confidence. Billionaire developer Rick Caruso now in the running to become LA's next mayor.
The developer of the Grove, the Americana, and other luxury properties is going to shake the mayor's race up.
It upends it quite a bit because you're going to have an individual who has the resources to communicate directly to the voters, and he's going to become the story for the next couple of weeks, right when the filing deadline is set.
However, Loyola Marymount University's Fernando Guerra tells KNX Caruso's entry could help race frontrunners Karen Bass and Kevin De Leon.
It's a great foil for the two leaders, and they can remain nice to each other and their distinctive basis while attacking the candidacy of Caruso.
Caruso's already painting himself as an outsider as he enters the race, tweeting politicians have created the problems of homelessness, crime, and corruption. But Guerra says Caruso is no outsider to L.A., but taking that lane most likely won't hurt his chances. Karen Adams, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
It's 3:50. Time to check your money. Let's check in with Jeff Bellinger.
Cable and telephone companies have been in each other's businesses a long time, and now it's more competitive. More than a fifth of the new home broadband customers who signed up with the biggest providers last year went with wireless 5G.
T-Mobile and Verizon rolled out their first 5G services. We saw them win over 800,000 new subscribers.
Scott Moritz covers wireless for Bloomberg. He says the service is not available everywhere.
It's going to be patchy until they build out their networks more.
Households that can get the service may save money.
They start off with a $70 price, and they lowered it to $50, all equipment included. About $80 is your standard price for a cable broadband service.
For their part, Comcast and Charter now resell Verizon wireless service to their cable customers.
They've been growing fast. Their offers are very cheap. The data plans are very generous. It's really done well for the cable companies.
We check your money at 20 and 50 after every hour. I'm Bloomberg's Jeff Bellinger, KNX News 97.1 FM.
How to get rid of the death penalty? Well, the move to do that is taking a different turn. More on that coming up for you. In just about 2 minutes, it's 3:51.
You want it.
We've got it.
The latest headlines.
Breaking news, Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer has decided to retire.
In-depth coverage of the stories that matter to
The
you.
Department of Homeland Security says extremist groups are maybe setting their sights on the power grid.
Traffic every 10 minutes on the fives.
There's still a slowdown. This was
everything you need.
Every time you listen.
Now on FM.
KNX News 97.1 FM.
Depend on us.
Small businesses who switch to Spectrum Business can cut their internet and phone bill in half.
Spectrum Business can cut my bill in half. Really?
It's true. You're overpaying and we can prove it. Grab your bill and visit spectrum.com/business calculator. In just 3 easy steps, you'll see your savings.
Wow. I can save over $1,500 a year.
That's real savings. See for yourself. Visit spectrum.com/business calculator and make the switch today. Restrictions apply.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with autopay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
Would you like to take your college career to the next level by gaining skills you won't learn in the classroom? If you would like to make more money than your peers and you know the boring old summer job isn't going to cut it, then go to www.collegeworks.com/students now to learn more about this opportunity. Once again, it's www.collegeworks.com/students.
Hey, it's David Spade. And Dana Carvey here. Join us for our new podcast, Fly on the Wall. Every week, we're going to catch up with an alum from the world of SNL.
Our old buddies like Chris Rock, Tina Fey, Tom Hanks, Martin Short, Kevin Neal, and many more. They'll join and talk SNL from the days on the show and the days how they got on the show.
Follow and listen to Fly on the Wall, a presentation of Cadence 13. Available now for free on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Man, I'm getting good.
Not available in any countries.
No joke, folks.
That was pretty good.
3:54 at KNX News on 97.1 FM. Talking about the death penalty. Unable to kill the death penalty outright, California activists are now looking at a way to zero it out.
Opponents of capital punishment are looking at a series of proposals that would narrow the scope of when death sentences can be sought and thus make it so infrequent that the public no longer sees a practical use for it.
The goal is ultimately make it less common, less normal, essentially, in the minds of Californians, with the long-term hope of coming back eventually and trying to abolish the death penalty altogether.
Alexei Kossoff with Cal Matters tells KNX these efforts won't be easy since Californians have consistently voted to keep the death penalty.
Talking with supporters of these bills, it's a real question whether they might be able to get through the legislature or not because of that fear among Democrats of looking soft on crime.
The governor's recent decision to close the state's death row at San Quentin sparked a backlash, showing how passionate some people remain about keeping the death penalty on the table. Brian Ping, KNX News 97.1 FM.
4 people injured during a shooting outside a party for Justin Bieber early this morning in West Hollywood. He had performed at a pre-Super Bowl event at the Pacific Design Center. That party held at the Nice Guy Bar just before 3 a.m. A group that included Kodak Black was attacked with a sound of gunfire. Police searching for a red Ferrari that could be linked to the crime. Black was among the 4 shooting victims who were hospitalized in stable condition. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have the very latest on that phone call between President Biden and President Putin. But right now, it is 3:55. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Here's Rick Smith.
A disabled car in downtown LA, the 110 north at 3rd Street. It looks like the slow lane is blocked. That was already slow from the 105, and it stays slow up to the 101 freeway. The 110 south, you're going to be slow from the 5 to Manchester through Hollywood. That 101 south absolutely jammed from Highland to the 110 northbound from the 5 to about Sunset Boulevard. In Long Beach, Sigler going on for the 710 north before the 91. Crash with a big rig has the 2 right lanes shut down. You're slow from Del Amo. In Burbank on the 134 east past Forest Lawn Drive. It's a 2-car fender bender in the middle lane. That's slowing down before you get to Buena Vista. Baldwin Park, 10 east from Baldwin Park Boulevard to Pacific. That's where Caltrans is taking away. The 3 right lanes are slow from before Peck Road. It's affecting the 605 south from Arrow Highway to the 10 freeway. And then the 605 north connector, the 10 west closed for police activity. In Huntington Beach on the 405 south before Beach Boulevard, 3-car pileup. They're trying to get out of the middle lanes is slowing down traffic from Westminster Boulevard. Costa Mesa 55 south past the 405. 2 right lanes are blocked, and that's slowing down traffic from Dyer Road. That's because of a crash. Next report at 405 with more reports more often in the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
Say a few temperatures for you. We're looking at Baldwin Park, where it's 90 degrees, 83 in the city of San Fernando, and Anaheim now at 90 at 3:57 at KNX News 97.1 FM.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com for details.
Frontier Fiber Internet is so fast, it almost makes you feel sorry for your tired old cable service. With Frontier, you can surf, stream, and game with upload speeds 25 times faster than cable, all for a great price and free activation. Get Frontier Fiber for $74.99 a month with AutoPay, plus a $200 Visa reward card on us. Don't let cable hold you back. Do what cable can't with Frontier Fiber Internet. Exclusive offer for qualified households only. Go to getfrontier.com for complete offer details. Service is subject to availability and all applicable terms and conditions.
What can I do to help make my business more productive? Every successful business owner will not only ask themselves this question, but will create a business plan based on it. At Ford Pro, we're purposely built to help turn these plans into reality. So forget about cobbling together electric vehicles from here and charging from there. We offer a more one-stop shop approach where you'll find ways to help manage your fleet, bundle your billing, and streamline the whole thing all under one hood, so to speak. Introducing a productivity accelerator for your business. Visit FordPro.com.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carmelo Anthony. And while you may know me as a basketball player, there's a whole lot more I'm ready to talk about. That's why I started What's in Your Glass, a show where we'll sit down for a glass of wine and a conversation with the biggest names in sports, music, media, and entertainment. Listen and follow What's in Your Glass, a presentation of Cadence 13 and Creative 7 with me, Carmelo Anthony. Now for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite